So, and now we come to Majapahit, the world of Majapahit. I think this is one of the most spectacular collections we ever had. Yeah, of course, this is not mainstream. This is not something for the beginner. This is something for the serious collector of art of all kinds. Doesn't matter whether it's contemporary Austrian paintings or whether it's tribal art or jewelry. This goes with everything. The Majapahit culture was in Indonesia in the 14th and 15th century. And Paolo Bertuzzi, he wrote this book here because he was involved in the excavation of these pieces. So those are all these pieces are legit. They have been legally exported. They have valid export documents from the Italian government, each and every piece. And the crazy thing here is that the book was not published by Paolo Bertuzzi because he passed away before he could publish the book. But his son Enrico published this book with the Arnoldsche publishing company. And it has the whole collection of almost 90 pieces of Majapahit. They're all different. Yeah? As you can see, they're all broken because when the volcanoes erupted, all these constructions were completely leveled. And centuries later, the peasants and the farmers that working the fields started to realize that when they occasionally dug up some of those shards, that like a puzzle, at the end they end up with nice pictures, and why we're putting these pieces together and selling them in the local markets. And people started to wonder where come these pieces from. And they said, well, we collected those shards, and so people went there and started to dig up more and more pieces. And they started to find out that they're all different. They're all different. And like here, you have the whole collection, and you have deities, you have all kinds. Here's a ram, and here you got a large fish, and here you got this beautiful stupa with lots of people here going around it. There is a smaller one here, so there's a huge variety. You got these boars here, an elephant, and of course the Nandi is here because it's also an important part of Indonesian Majapahit culture. The stupa temple, yes, thank you. So there is an enormous depth and variety in this collection. We're only selling about 30 pieces now, plus minus, and the prices are very fair. I think we're looking at 2,000–3,000 euros a piece. They're all 14th to 15th century, make no mistake. Yeah, that's the Majapahit collection. Here is the great book, and if you want to copy, we have a few left, we can send it to you, but it's first come, first serve. And the fourth collection is that it fits. This is the entire auction here. And the collector is not unknown, of course. We have sold pieces from his famous collection before. It's Dr. Koos de Jong from Holland, and he was a famous ceramics collector. We had beautiful pieces. We had this magnificent Yulin Ting bowl, which we sold for a large amount of money, yes, to Hong Kong. And this is all, again, in a book from Dr. Koos de Jong, the miniature art of China, where all these pieces are published. We gotta get close now. There's some really interesting pieces here, because this, for instance, here, this is like an absolutely superb, because it's a miniature lian, where it's not only in size, it's parcels gilt, silvered, it has the great patina, and it's a miniature lian. Yeah, I think it's more valuable than if it were a normal size, which would be like 10,000 euros. Yeah, so this is, I think, is fascinating. And then here I have Tang Dynasty, of course, one box, and then there's two more boxes here from the Tang Dynasty, and this is like the all-time classic. And then here there's a whole array of Sansai pieces, like this one here, and this one, and this is a very nice Sansai box. And then here's Sansai animals, and a miniature Sansai urn, and you guessed it by now, with its matching lid. Absolutely incredible, never seen that before. And here, another thing, this is Yunware.
Yeah.
Imagine, spectacular.
Pendant.
It's a pendant, yeah, or weight actually, both pendant and weight. And then here we have some Sichao wares, and more here in the back, several Sichao figures. And this here is Lushan ware.
Yeah.
And a beautiful ribbed jar. And then on top here, we have also a nice miniature. This is, of course, Qingbai here. And that's a very nice Qingbai dragon, is it a scroll weight probably?
Brush rest.
A brush rest, yes. Very good Qingbai brush rest. And a small jade tongue. And 2 small miniature rock crystals. And all these Qingbai figures. And here, an exceptional miniature Sichuan jar. And here is a miniature version of the Bixi from the Simon Werner Meyers collection over there, Han Dynasty as well, but exceptional miniature Han Dynasty Bixi bronze. And then here's a few gilt seals and a very nice Tang Dynasty Guanyin and a gilt early pagoda. And here a Han Dynasty lacquer piece. So there is a wide array, and it's really worth studying this whole collection. Many pieces are published in Koos de Jong's book, Miniature Art of China. And the last of the 5 collections is here. This is from Mr. Hansen, a collector from Denmark. And his collection is Southeast Asian ceramics. And of course there's Khmer ceramics and there's Vietnamese ceramics. So this is a collection of figural ceramics with all kinds of animals and other figures, mythical figures. I have here a very good example of a 12th century Khmer ceramic of a rabbit. And these normally sell for 3,000–4,000 euros, and we have them in the sale at a much lower price.
I think it's also important to note that our Khmer ceramics in this sale are in very good condition. And like most examples that you find on the market.
I mean, this is like really, this is a spectacular condition.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a spectacular piece.
Ray is a spectacular piece in a spectacular condition. There's quite a variety because, so this subject has been repeated over time in various kilns and various regions in Southeast Asia. And you got 4 different ones here. Celadon glaze, one in a like Qingbai glaze, and then these Hainan type russet, deep russet glazes. And this is not from, this is Majapahit. Mr. Hansen's piggy bank from Majapahit. This is the earliest type of bank of that kind, which was brought by missionaries to Indonesia. And it made furore. They went crazy. They thought this is amazing. This is like you can put something in the pig. Reproduced it in the 14th to 15th century. And this is the thing.
This one looks really special. Wearing something on the back with the hunched back.
Yeah, it's an old woman with a hunchback.
Yeah, and this is Pego.
Yeah, it's Pego.
This is Pego.
It's Pego. It's very nice. It's this classic Burmese or Myanmar ceramic from the 14th, 15th century.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and there's this, it's a tile essentially, and there's quite a few of them around, but this is very well preserved.
Yeah.
Like almost all the pieces in the Hansen collection. Very good condition. This was a collector that really tried to find pieces in good condition, like this elephant celadon jar here. Here is also very nice, the little crab, amazing. Yeah? It's a water dropper. And here we have another water dropper, a water pot in the form of a rabbit. And here a coiled fish. But either way, a big variety of animal ceramics from Southeast Asia. This is the Hansen collection. This concludes our 5 single owner sales in the September week, starting September 10 with the hard sale, September 11 with Simon Werner Meyers, and September 12 with the Bertuzzi sale of Majapahit, the Koos de Jong, Dr. Koos de Jong sale of miniature China with many published pieces, and closing with Mr. Hansen's beautiful collection of Southeast Asian figural ceramics. Here we go. I wish you the best of luck, or we wish you the best of luck in bidding.